What is the flip section method? 2 years ago, it all started at home in my bathroom. I was trying to work out a quicker way to get volume and definition. I'd mixed together my favourite hacks and I shared this routine on my Instagram. The method went big the moment I shared it, eventually racking up millions of views across my platforms. People worldwide were tagging me in their results and I was so over the moon with your positive feedback. The response even inspired me to make my first ever YouTube video. Hello and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. You guys loved it and I continue to make renditions and hacks of the same routine, troubleshooting your problems. And here we are today. Still my favourite ever styling routine for volume and definition, but today I thought I'd scrap the studio lighting and clean edits and show you the raw footage of me doing this method over my bathtub, because that's where it started and this is how it actually goes down. Before we actually get into the method, we need to wash my hair, and I thought I would show this part as a lot of people ask, how do you get your hair into that state before you start sectioning and brush styling the hair? If you want to get straight to the flip section method, you can just skip ahead. I'll put the time on the screen. I'm starting off rinsing the hair. I've got these microfiber wrist towels around my wrists because I don't like when water drips down my sleeves. So it's quite a good hack if you are washing your hair over the bath. I could have edited this bit out, but I thought it was amusing to see the realities of filming in the bathroom, soaking your camera. Anyway, I'm going in with a hair mask first. This is kind of known as dirty deep conditioning or dirty conditioning, because what I'm actually doing is I'm trying to make it easier for myself to detangle my hair. And I think sometimes when it's difficult to get your hair soaking wet, this can always help. And then what I do is I go in with a splash of water, and then the splash of water helps kind of emulsify or like spread the mask into the hair, and then this really helps to detangle. So I start off at the bottom and then I gradually work my way up, getting through the knots, basically like butter. It's so much easier to detangle. This is kind of the seaweed hair I was talking about in one of my recent videos. I'll link it at the top here in case you want to watch it after this one, and I'm just working through those knots. Now you want to rinse out the hair mask because we're going to go in with a shampoo. And the reason I do it in this order is because when I go and shampoo now, my hair's not going to be all knotty and tangled, and I'm not going to snag my hair by really massaging at my roots. So I do just find that I get a better cleanse when my hair is already detangled. I massage the product into my scalp and then I smooth it through my ends. I find this essential to get rid of that previous product buildup. Because my hair is so smooth and detangled from the treatment, I can literally brush this shampoo through with ease. I wouldn't actually recommend doing this with every shampoo, but this one is very smooth. This is so satisfying to watch. Are you still awake? Yeah, good, just checking. Now I'm rinsing all of that out, and here we are, the flip section method. I start with a leave-in conditioner. This is a 3-in-1, so this could also have been used as a rinse out conditioner, but I like to go straight in with this and use it as my styling base because my hair's already soaking wet. I really want to benefit from that because that's just going to give me mega definition and help me smooth that product right through my hair. Now what we want to do is brush the product through because we want it to be evenly distributed. This is acting as our leave-in conditioner or our curl cream. If I hadn't have washed my hair upside down, flipped over just now, I'd likely be doing this step upright and then flipping over once the curl cream's in. Here is a tip if you struggle sectioning after brushing your hair flat. What you want to do before making your sections is rake your hair from the root like you see here. Here I'm creating space to make the sectioning a lot easier. The core of this method is the fact that we are elevating our flipped over styling routine through styling in sections upside down to cut the typical styling time in half. So the raking part is really important to help you do that easily. Now we are creating a section closest to the nape of our necks. This section is named section 3 because it's the last one we need to style. However, we create it first because it's technically at the top when you're upside down. Now you want to go in and make the middle section, which will be done second. And you want to take your index fingers, meet them in the middle, create a small space and just divide the hair up, then secure with a claw clip or a hair tie, whichever you prefer. Now we're dealing with section 1 and we leave this down. I'm actually trying a brand new brush today. It's the Superdrug Cushion Bristle Brush, and it's also made of 50% recycled plastic, it's vegan, and it's £8. I wanted to try it out for you guys and I'm absolutely loving it. Since this video's gone live, I've actually used this multiple times, but this was my first reaction and I was so shocked. I don't know why, I just didn't expect it to be that good, but the reason it's so good is it can really hold the hair and create that tension without being scratchy. It's actually like pretty soft on the hair. And because I prefer my hair in smaller clumps, it's more true to my natural curl width. I comb them through after and then I gel the hair, so I just scrunch that in. Now we're moving on to the middle section. We're repeating the same process, but we use our hand as the divider to stop that section getting confused with the first one we did nearest to the face. And I combed it through as well, just like the first section, then taking the gel, glazing and scrunching that in. It doesn't matter if you get that part caught in with that first section because it's all being scrunched with gel anyway. I'm taking the final section, doing the same process, using my hand as the divider again. I just want to mention quickly, the reason I scrunch gel in section per section is to lock it in while it's soaking wet in that defined state. I just find I get much more definition and less frizz doing it that way. A key part to this method is actually getting upright again without getting your curls stuck, and this is how we do it. Okay, let me show you that again in slow-mo. So you're going to glide your hands in, shake, lodge them in there at the root, flip up with your hands still in and gently remove and shake. This is going to help get majority of your curls upright again without them getting stuck, but just in case you can use a comb like I'm doing here to get that small amount that maybe didn't make it. Now since we are upright, there's no need to be over the bath. I'm not going to be spilling any more product anywhere, and what I'm going to be doing is just sorting any curls that could do with it. Basically, I just had that one near the front of my face that was a bit frizzy that I could sort out really quickly, but I don't do any restyling because that defeats the whole point obviously. Now I'm micro plopping my hair. This is just to absorb that excess water weight and make diffusing quicker, but it really helps with definition. My hair's looking so defined, no frizz, and I'm ready to diffuse. If you follow other styling videos that I do, you'll see that my diffusing process doesn't really change. As my hair gets longer, it sometimes changes a bit, but I'll just talk you through what I like to do typically. I nearly always start by just diffusing the sides of my hair, not fully hovering because I'm touching the hair, but diffusing the sides does really speed up the process for me. I'm actually using a diffuser from Curlsmith, which has very long prongs, and I find this really helps to get right to the root and dry that quicker. And then as I move on and my hair starts to dry, I focus more on those layers, just gently lifting them up, cupping that area for a bit of dimension, and sometimes I gently rotate the bowl around just to cover that area completely. And as you guys know, curly hair can take a really long time to dry, especially if we've got a lot of products on, and most of the time I need to be getting on with something else. So I typically am always root clipping here, just 3 at the front, leaving my satin or silk scarf around my neck just while I do other things that I need to do. And then I come back, I take off the little mini claw clips, give my hair a shake, and see if my hair's dry, to be honest, because sometimes it's not even dry several hours later. This wasn't that long later. Now this is an additional step I've been doing, but it's adding some hairspray at the end. This is the Flawless Finish hairspray from Curlsmith, and I love that extra hold it gives, but also it gives a lot of definition, this hairspray. I just love it as that final step. I really love how my curls come out with this method every single time. The results are as if I've sat there and brush styled every clump individually, but the reality is it's very quick doing this in 3 sections. So if you prefer styling your hair upside down, but typically struggle getting that desired definition or your curls get stuck, I highly recommend trying the flip section method, or at least elements from it. And if you don't like styling upside down, you can most certainly style your curls upright. So if that's you, click the video on the left. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.